Salvete. We're now going to turn to the next resource, which is the Lectiones. Lectiones means readings. The Book of Readings supplements the units of instruction in the main textbook. There is a dictionary in the back which you can use to help translate the various stories and sentences. The first unit in the Lectiones is actually Unit 4, because the Units 1, 2, 3 are introductory. You don't get into actual Latin to any extent until Unit 4. And you can see the way it's set up. We'll look here at Unit 4. Unit 4 on page 1 begins with sententiae. Sententia, we get the English word sentences, and it just means sentences or sayings. And then you'll see that there's a number of them that you're supposed to translate. They're very easy. You follow the rules for figuring out the subject and the verb of the sentence. You're given those rules in the course of instruction. And then again, if there's any word that you don't know, you look it up in the back. You do Units 4 to 10 on your own by the due date as provided in the course schedule, and you email them to me. Units 11 to 15 are much longer, and I figured, well, maybe this is an opportunity for you to work as a group. So you will do Units 4 to 10 individually, email them to me as your own work, your individual work, but Units 11 to 15 you will do as a group activity. You can divide up the work. That'll make it easier for you, because as I said, these units of readings are pretty long. I will assign you your groups. For these units, you can work on the readings together, and then you submit your translations and answers as a group. Submit all your work for all the units as an attachment to me by the due date at my email address, edlasky@hawaii.edu. Or if you are on campus, bring your responses to me in person during my office hours. The readings will count as 20% of your grade. Now for the tests. You will be tested. Some of your tests will be online. Your final exam will be proctored in Sinclair Library. First, we have the unit tests. There will be a series of unit tests which will be completed online. You will be given adequate time to do them, but at the end of the allotted time, the test will no longer be available to you. When you're finished, hit the Submit button. The first test will cover Unit 1 and Unit 4. Units 2 and 3 focus on Latin word pronunciation. To test you on word pronunciation, you must make arrangements to see me in person in my office, preferably during the first or second week of the summer session, but no later than the last week of the course. The unit tests will be posted approximately 1 week before they are due. You may complete them at any time before the due date, but you can't repeat them or change your answers once you have submitted your test. Consult the course schedule for the due dates. The weekly tests are worth 20% of your final grade for the course. Note that many of the answers on the test will require you to use the macron or long mark as explained in the video on Latin pronunciation. To add the macron, if you are using a PC, go to Insert, click Symbol, select Normal Text, and then Latin 1. Scroll down and you'll find the letters with the macrons. Now, I'm not so familiar with the Apple, but I believe that on Apple you click the Hawaiian and you should find the letters with the long mark on that menu item. And then there's the final exam. Please note that the final exam will be proctored. If you are off campus during the semester, you must still arrange to be on campus during the final week of the semester to take the final exam. You must make your own arrangements for proctoring with the Sinclair Library staff during the last week of the summer session. Further details will follow. The deadline date for completion of the final exam is Wednesday, July 2nd, but it will be available online several days before. The final exam counts for 30% of your grade for the course. The last week of the semester will also be a convenient time for you to meet with me in person during my office hours or by appointment if you haven't done so already because you're off campus. At that time, you can bring me your texts and reference books for evaluation if you have not done so already. How can you contact me? You use my regular university email, which I've mentioned before, NotLalima, to contact me. I check my email every day, so you should receive a response within 24 hours and probably within 1 to 4 hours, depending on my schedule. Because this is an online course, you are not required to meet with me at any time except the final week of the course, when you take your final. However, if you are on campus, I will be available in my office at the scheduled times and by appointment. And tentatively, it's 10 to 12 on Tuesday and 2 to 4 p.m. on Thursday in room 496 in Moore Hall. Well, I wish you good luck and good fortune in this course, and I look forward to working with you both online and in person. Gratias tibi. Thank you very much.